Yeah, we are really excited. We've waited quite a long time. I think it was kind of necessary for us. Not necessary, but it felt right to be doing an album. I think we wanted to give something, something that felt like quite a substantial piece of work, given that we hadn't released anything for quite a while. And it's a bit of a landmark, isn't it? When you're in a band, doing an album is the first big step.
You give quite a lot of yourself away, I think, when you do an album, and it's also nice for us to be able to sort of show every side of what we've done up until now. It wasn't something we sat down and wrote over 4 months. It was like some of the songs were ideas we had when we'd been a band for a month, and some of the things were tracks that we finished like 2 weeks before mastering. So we never really sort of had a grand idea in place. But
we didn't sit down and write an album.
Yeah, but it's nice that it did fall into place in a way where there are ups and there are downs, and things do hopefully flow quite nicely, and it's not just sort of a collection of singles or a collection.
I think that's something that's probably maybe wouldn't be so easy if you were in a big band with lots of people, but when it's just two of you, you kind of don't lose. You tend to be, as long as you get on with the other person, you tend to be able to keep quite a good sense of continuity with ideas and that sort of thing. And I think hopefully that comes out in the album. It becomes unnecessary to sit down and put yourself in a pressurised environment to write an album.
Flattering to be perceived as having hype though.
Yeah. Yeah, there is that. It's just yeah.
Yeah, it's really not something that really worries or bothers us.
It's people saying that you've got attention on you in a kind of, with a word that's kind of got a real stigma now. I think it's generally quite helpful to not preoccupy yourself with how the general market is going to perceive you. I think for some people it's of utmost importance, but I wouldn't consider us to be one of those bands. I think people also,
some people can
create disguises in order to gain height, as opposed I'd say maybe that's the primary reason for people doing it is when people kind of.
Surely one of the easiest ways to avoid hype is to just be honest.
Just be yourself.
Have your real name and just be like, yeah. When you take your eyes off what's important, which is playing live and recording music and writing songs, and you start thinking of yourself in terms of how you're being perceived and how people are reacting to you, then your relationship with your own music is going to be affected, I think. And I think if we worried about what people wanted to hear from us, then deep down we wouldn't like what we were doing.
And what they wanted to see us
First and
do.
foremost, we've just written music and played shows for us to have a good time. And
they're on a
straight up bangers,
mate. He's massive.
He's big man.
All the seagulls are so fat round here, eating everyone's chips. He's scary. Tom,
right, to hit him.
And I think you should never care who turns up to your shows. If there's people there and they want to hear you play, then even if it's two people, if there's two people there that want to hear you play because they've heard about you, however they've heard about you, whether it's on...
It's not their fault they're on.
Yeah, you perform for them like you would perform for anyone else. The live experience isn't something that is dependent on anything other than the band playing.
So, we were on tour with Ghost Pirate last week, and we were having breakfast in Leipzig, and they had these sort of really tacky, like sort of forest ornaments in the plants, sort of next to where we were eating, and there was just a nice little hedgehog just peeking out, and so he had like a cracked face, so we sort of took him in, put him on his own space. You got him a little saucer of milk.
I got him some milk.
He had a bit of cereal. And
Wait, a real hedgehog?
No, it was like a sort of porcelain ornament with like a furry sort of back. And we just took him around Germany, really. And there's some various photos of him like eating the rider, getting drunk, and then he just got progressively broken.
Hang on.
Yeah, progressively.
He got progressive. How did he get broken, Sam?
I punched him, and his leg broke. Him. And then Ghost Pirate's keyboard player performed some sort of gaffer tape surgery, and sort of drew like some black eyes on him.
You're a monster.
And then you dropped him, and then Yeah.
You're both monsters.
He's sort of just a mess now. It's like a little soft porcelain.
He hasn't got a back to his head.
He's
got an open head.
You should take him on stage.
Yeah.
We had him on the merch table.
Yeah. He helped. He did well on the merch table.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Good salesman.
Yeah.
Yeah.